Hey, happy Thursday. Wanted to share something with you that I think you may like, or it may be very helpful or resonate with you. So I have been steadily planning for my New Year's Eve day event that I'm having on Sunday, and so I'm kind of formulating this list of talking points about how to really get yourself in alignment so that the things that come into your spirit that you want to see come to fruition in your life, you can align with those things and they can unfold. Now, I use that language for a reason. I use that language because I think it's time. Hey, what's up, brother? I think it's time for us to really accept that those things that are for us, that's for our greatest good, that is going to produce peace in our lives, that's going to produce joy, the feeling of freedom, the feeling of prosperity, it's already ours, and sometimes I know that could feel like that's just something that you have to try to work to believe. And I agree, that is a part of the work, is to get to a place where you can not just believe, but what I use, like I want to talk about at this day retreat, how do we come to a place within ourselves, in our heart space, in our mind space, in our language, where we can align with those things that are already done for us. Because oftentimes it's what we believe, it's how we're speaking, it's how we're thinking that's going to either align with it so you can see it unfold, or kind of get in the way, where you're going to see some, barriers, find yourself on detours that are rough, those super bumpy, filled with holes and, struggle detours. And we find ourselves there for so oftentimes. And it's most of the time, if I just give you from my perspective, most of the time is because of us not knowing that we are choosing to remain in a place where we can't align with those things to unfold. That's just what it is. So anywho, so I'm just like getting my talking points together, because at the first part of the event, we're gonna settle in, we're gonna eat good, but then before we do our vision boarding, I'm going to talk about these things that we have a misunderstanding about, and the things that we must come to an understanding of, so that we can truly see the life that our inner being is calling for unfold. And your inner being is not going to stop calling for that life. I don't care how much you try to just kind of ignore it, suppress it, because you have no idea how and all of that. It doesn't matter. What's for you is for you. And honestly, what's for you, sometimes you don't even know, or you don't even like it. Let's be clear. You don't even like it because of where you are vibrationally or in your own consciousness. You may not like what is actually for you, but if you surrender in a way where you even die to your thought of who you're supposed to be, and just accept that surely every single person in this world came into this physical experience with a divine plan and purpose over their life, and that plan and purpose is what's going to allow us to experience a level of lightness and experience the ability to shine our lights. That is the only way, and so we can kind of be on a roller coaster of feeling that light, and then being up and then being down, and then being up and down. But you surely can reach a place in your life where you up and it's stuck. And that's the type of life I'm talking about. The life where you're up and it's stuck. Okay? And there's a way that can happen. And up and it's stuck don't mean you won't still find yourself having to work through some things, or some challenges or whatever, because that's how we grow. That's how we continue to grow. But even in your challenges, you'll be up and stuck. It's like it will be no sweat to you. Who doesn't want to live that life? So one of the things that I'm considering introducing to the participants on Sunday is a video by a brother who I call Uncle Neville. Okay, Uncle Neville. We got Uncle Neville and Auntie Florence. Okay, that's what anybody who are a member to OU Ministries or tune in to the ministry in any way, shape, or form. You heard me talk about Uncle Neville and Auntie Florence. If you don't know about those two, I'm telling you, get to know them. Florence Scovelshire and Neville Goddard. These two are two ministers of truth. That's what I call them. They may be considered as metaphysicians. They are known by many who are, known for the topic of manifestation. They are quoted by many. Their work is the foundational work of a lot of others who are considered to be the gurus of manifestation, because they teach metaphysical principle about the reality of our being and the reality of our capacity to manifest, and how we can get to a space where we're just walking in our journey of perpetual manifestation, and where we have moved away from perpetually manifesting those things that we don't desire or that is not in alignment with us or not for our greatest good. And we shift into the perpetual state of manifesting that which is divinely created for our being, our own unique, peace. Everybody, you have your own unique state of peace, power, joy, happiness, serenity, all of those different things. And those things that are in alignment with that, those golden links are already created in this world. It's about aligning to it. So Neville Goddard has this talk. It's like a 17-minute talk. And he's talking about and giving clarity about, what God is and what the Christ is. And he comes from the Bible a lot. His teachings was trying to, the main thing that Neville Goddard talks about is how to understand what God truly is, what this thing we call Christ is, and how does he say it? It's not, the book is not he says it's not a book of, he says a book of salvation, not a book of, I forget, but he basically is saying it's not a book of, it's not a secular book, it's a salvation book. It's something he says all the time, meaning it's not a book that is sole purpose is to listen to it from a secular or literal standpoint. It is a metaphysical book that's teaching you about the essence of your being and what it takes to be able to unfold in the most sacred, divine way while you're here in this physical experience. And so this lecture is, like I said, about a 17-minute lecture. If you're interested in me sending it to you, just hop in my DMs and I'll send it to you. But I'm going to introduce that on Sunday, because I think before you even sit down and begin to do your vision board and all of this, it's certain things that I feel is helpful for you to understand, and to understand it before you start, while you're doing it, and then after you finish your vision boarding, scripting, journaling, prayers, whatever it is that you're doing to help you to really connect with the vibration of those things that you want to see come into your life. And so I just wanted to shout out that name, Neville Goddard, both of those, Neville Goddard and Florence Scovelshire, and suggest that you check their work out as you go into what's considered a new year here in the Western world. As you go into this new year, check those two individuals out. Really sit down with them. Listen. If it sounds foreign to you, just listen to it a few times. Don't throw it away, just because it's not familiar to you. That's the reason why people stay in ignorance. It's because you're not familiar. I don't understand what they're talking about. Okay, relax. Just know that you were led to that. You had an interest to it, so that means it was a reason why you was led. So be open. Go with it empty, open mind, and just listen. And just take away what resonates with you. You were brought to this live or to this replay for a reason. So go ahead. This is a jewel being dropped in your lap for you as you move forward in life. If you're tuning into this live or as a replay, Maybe you needed a gym that can help you out to continue to move forward in your life. 2 gyms for me in my life, in the life that I live, that I love, that every day I am deeply grateful for, happy, at peace. You know, there has been a tremendous amount of healing, a tremendous amount of manifestation, a tremendous amount of reconciliation, a tremendous amount of growth, a tremendous amount of greatness in my life, and I'm grateful for. 2 gyms that I was introduced to in a divine way, both in a divine way, was Neville Goddard and his work, and Florence Scovel-Shinn and her work. Specifically with Florence Scovel-Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It. You know, all of their work is on YouTube. Gratefully, you know, YouTube University has everything. So all of their work is on YouTube. Go check them out. Check them out. And then post under this video, once I put it on my page, what you gain from it. It's 111. Hey, I say at this 111 moment that on Eastern time, that those gems are going to be exactly what you need to keep moving forward in your life and keep seeing your life unfold in a way your inner being is calling for it to unfold to. Ashe, amen, I mean. Okay, I say that to be true. All right, I just wanted to leave that. I felt inspired to share it, so here it is. All right, peace and love, y'all. Keep your sister in your prayers. If you don't see me before what's considered to be New Year, Happy New Year. I pray that it come with so much peace, power, abundance, and blessings. And for those who I will see on Sunday, I look forward to seeing you. Oh, if you're in the Atlanta area, I do have a Kwanzaa event on Saturday from 11 to 7. The Nia is the day is Nia, so we're gonna be doing some special presentations. We got some extra vendors, food, music. You know how we do it. And in Atlanta right now, it's kind of nice. The weather is super nice, so I'm really grateful, and I'm anticipating on this weather staying the same for this weekend. So hope to see you if you're in Atlanta. Just come through. Of course, it's open to the community to come out. We'll have a special market, a lot of cute little nice vibes going on throughout the whole day. So pull up 3353 Washington Road, East Point, Georgia. All right, y'all, peace and love.